Hey Chef, how's it going? How you doing? Good. Alright, that's good. I'm doing pretty good. Um, Decided instead of playing Final Fantasy 8, just wanted to do a chill stream where I worked on D&D stuff and, just chilling. So, tactics. Well, normally I just fucking play video games and I don't do any. I believe this is my first just chatting stream. So I don't normally do these. Well, I don't do these. These are new things. Not to mention my day was like at work was it was strange because it was slow but hectic, and I don't have a good way to describe why. Either game or be doing work. No, I get it. I mean, technically for me, this is work because this specific character that will get imported into the campaign that he's gonna be a part of. That campaign, I actually have been talking with my D&D group about streaming that. So, technically, this is work for the stream by making sure that my backstory is all written out, so that way my DM can write extra stuff without having to like fully plan it out, where you can actually use backstory and stuff to fuel the story. I mean, the initial setup is once I'm done writing my backstory down, I just wait to play, and then I just fucking play the character the way I designed them. Kuthar, the actual character that I'm going to be playing, is going to be kind of a pain because of the way he is. But after the Kuthar campaign, I am going to be playing a different character called Botfex. He's going to be a kobold. It's literally going to be dumber than a box of rocks. Because drawback, which is like a small negative but not too extensive. Unlearned. Basically, I choose knowledge nature. Can't attempt knowledge checks without basically being trained. And if I have a library, I get a negative. I can attempt an untrained check with a -2 penalty. Slight problem with that though. Flaws, which are major drawbacks, that grant you feats. I chose no time for book learning. My character's illiterate. You flipped my you flipped your skid steer. The fuck you doing? Like, dude, you're using a heavy piece of equipment. What the fuck did you do? Fair enough. I'm basically a boss at work. I'm the guy that prevents people from doing dumb and dangerous shit. Most of the time. I'm also known for doing some dumb and dangerous shit. Fair enough. Though I did send a couple guys on service calls to go deal with skid steer tires. So my one boss also took in a skid steer tire. I am sorry. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on the size of the tire. Ah. Yeah. Nope. So that kind of gives me an idea on how big it is. If you're switching to tracked ones. All right. Oh, God damn it. All right. What? Yeah, where's my font? Font. Oh, that was it. I'm fucking trying to. I shouldn't need that anymore. You motherfucker. Oh, I know what it is. It's... pulls it off. Oh, you motherfucker. Would you... But yeah, nice thing about this character and being in this campaign is set in the D&D world of Eberron. So there's a lot of history I can just pull straight for writing backstory. So it's not as much work, especially because this is the second. Alright, yeah, okay, go cook a dinner. You know, get yourself some food. Gotta stay alive. Because there's food. And I like to eat food. So I gotta stay alive to eat that food. Not to mention I have kids. And my wife. Like, I've literally been told I can't die. Because of other people. And I've told other people I can't die, so. It's a universal thing. Man, let's go there. I'll move forward. But yeah, I've played Kuthar before. We're rebooting the camp, our entire overarching world structure and everything, to linearly, to make a linear, cohesive storyline of characters that we've played for years as well as establishing more characters. Thus, because you can't see it, so where it says characters, it starts with Ash, goes to Bodifix. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 characters that I have crafted slash built the framework as a level 1 character with basically no stats, so that way I can build them for whatever campaign I decide to throw them in. That is why the next character that I play is Boatfix. The reason because of my last character, super intelligent character, Kuthar. His class is based off intelligence. So again, another super intelligent fucking character that I've got to fucking play. Granted, he's going to be more of a military strategist intelligence type thing, whereas the other character that I played just before him, Hugo, was an archaeologist who basically learned everything. So, and then my next character is just straight up the dump stat is going to be intelligence. Because I generally do not care anymore. I just want to play something dumb that hits things. So. But anyway, pulling off from history in Eberron to write Kuthar's backstory and give him more solidified backstory. Also allows Adam to not, or my DM Adam to not have to role play the romance option. That's why I started that in there. Just so that way he doesn't have to worry about that. Not to mention it's funny because I'm going to continue my history of, or my, what I did with my last character. I'm going to make journal entries. Well, I'm not going to call them journal entries. Journal entries basically record the campaign as is. But the way I'm going to do it as Kuthar is that it's going to be a letter, like, that he writes. So each session will be like a letter that he writes, depending on if what we were doing ends or not. Because if we're still working on it, obviously I'll just keep entering into it. And then once we get back to like town or stuff, I will mail it out. Unless the letter is sent, but there's a copy of it, so that way each of us can read it and see how Kuthar viewed the campaign slash wrote down important stuff. Like, I'm going to put stuff that Kuthar wouldn't really know how to notate in parentheses, so that way our group doesn't forget things. But it makes him not as, no, he noticed. It's like, nope, this is more of a, we learned this, and Kuthar forgot about it, but it's in the notes. So that way it's there for somebody to remember to use it as their character. That devastation. Devastation. You. Oh, fucking A. I'm okay. Just trying to remember how to spell and shit. Son of a bitch. Where is it? Where is it? Fuck. I need that. Okay, so that is changes. Why is my fucking intimidate so high? Do I have that trait for Kuzar? Burn the intellect. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Alright. Basically a soldier type character, and his highest stats are Intimidate, Knowledge Geography, Knowledge History, and Knowledge Nobility. And then after that, Survival. And then after that is Bluff and Diplomacy and Perception. Everything else is way down. So. No, while playing an intelligent character, at least Kuthar is more of a, I'm going to be the frontline fucking, I'm going to take damage and you're going to fucking try and stop me. It's 6 of those a day, so I'm going to have to be smart about that. Okay. Awesome. I fixed the number issue, but it stays the same. Weird. I'll probably fix once it's actually part of the campaign. I've noticed that the character stage is kind of weird. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's a decent amount of information. So we're gonna put these our way for now. Let's pull out boat weeks. Stuff. 4 ready. Okay. So, swift action jump right. And treat the run start. Okay. Offensive roll would be a good one. Rather, yep, okay, yep, that's the poison. It's looking for. And then Spell Bash is stagger, right? Staggers. Oh, so it does stagger them for 1 round, and then additionally they deal. Yeah, no, we're gonna use. So we're gonna have 2 boosts and 2 strikes set up. Oh, there's an ad going on right now, isn't there? Oop, didn't mean to roll body at night, but. While ads are going on, we'll do this. Oh, it's actually, that fucking is such a strong fucking stance. I never fucking read that all the way. Holy shit. How do I want to put that though? Because we're gonna need. Alright, let's try to make Body of the Night. Skill. Plus. Let's look at a character that is built so I can get the fucking equations down properly. And this, I don't even know if this is gonna fucking work, so I might end up typing out all this shit for no reason. Alright, heal underscore ranks. to stealth. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Now to test if this actually works. Oh, that's fucking great. Alright, talking to my buddy Adam real quick about this. Let me check. Just check if I missed messages. I'm gonna switch over to this Discord and chat here.
I'm in danger.
Okay. Because I'm taking a break from working on writing Kuthar's backstory, so I started working on my next character, which is my dumb little kobold.
Yep.
Well, he has his starting stance is called Body of the Night, and what it does is while in the stance, I add my heal ranks to stealth. So I was wondering how I was going to do that, and I literally just entered in the brackets at heal rank at heal underscore or ranks, yeah, heal underscore ranks, and it counts all the ranks for heal to the skill.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I didn't know that was going to work.
Yeah, you can pretty much do that for anything that has a spot on the character sheet.
Yeah, so I was a little bit surprised that because I didn't think skills would work that in depth.
Yep.
So, to me, that's actually really fucking awesome. I also didn't read
So
the
wait,
stance on.
so he adds his heal ranks to his stealth?
Yes, because the specific discipline is called Steel Serpent, and the skill for that discipline is heal. Because the idea is that you
Oh, I
use
see, I see.
through there are different poison type effects that the discipline does.
Yep.
So it's the idea that you're a sneaky snake. However,
Yeah,
though, I didn't read
that's
the
pretty
rest
cool.
of the stance. While in the stance, when making an attack against a flat-footed opponent or one that has denied its dexterity bonus to AC, the disciple gains a +4 bonus to attack rolls and inflicts an additional 1d6 points of damage.
Nice.
The stance is considered a supernatural ability.
That's pretty cool.
But it's like, I didn't read that part, so like I'm sitting there like working on it, so I look over, I'm like, holy shit. It's like, this stance is fucking broken.
And he's got
Like,
a kobold, so he's gonna have really good stealth.
yeah, with the buff, his stealth starting out obviously since I haven't rolled stats or know what point buy is going to be used for the campaign. He
Right.
has base stats, so his stealth is a 7 in that stance with no
That's pretty
extra.
good.
Yeah, I'm like, this character's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to play him because, like I said, he's gonna be my dumb little fucking kobold.
Yep.
It's funny though, being in the character stage and just looking at the characters. I'm going, son of a bitch. I have 13 characters.
Oh yeah, I know. You have 80% of the characters in
Yeah,
that thing there.
it's like, all right, but the fun thing is though is it's like, all right, well, Kuthar's easy, and then there's just it's like, what's the campaign? Would you be okay with me playing this character?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like there are some that are very like, okay, I'm gonna like if we do an undead campaign, I've got a Knoll character that I'd like to play for him, for it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Cause
Undead Hunter.
yeah, what it is it's Ranger, but the Path of War subclass. But basically focusing all the base Ranger stuff on fighting undead, and then maneuver wise, the I'm right now starting with uh, three options out of the ones that he has, but one of the maneuver styles that I gave him, because it's an option to switch out for, is a school called Unquiet Grave that does extra shit while fighting undead.
Yep.
Uh,
Fitting name.
the first one that I have for him is a counter that when I initiate it, it's against it's literally just it's not even against it's literally a counter that I activate immediately for a round. And what it does is it gives me negative energy resistance 5 as well as +1 on bonus saving saves to versus energy drain and death effects.
Hmm.
So it's like, all right, I'm fighting undead. So, do you have to work tonight? By the way,
No, I do not.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, like because I know Labor Day's on Monday, so
No, we got Friday off as well. Tonight's my Friday, so.
right.
Yeah, I guess.
Have a good night.
You know, have a good
That'd be cool.
stream.
Have a good one. But yeah, no, it's funny choosing to stream working on D&D stuff because I'm like, I just don't feel like playing the game that I was doing my solo streams on tonight, and I was like, you know what, I should work on D&D stuff. I should stream while I'm working on D&D stuff, so that way I can kind of talk
Cool.
about it. And also, like when I was working on Kuthar for a little bit, I was like, you know, this is a character that I'm actually going to try and stream the campaign for. Which, by the way, I'm gonna be a note taker in the next campaign too.
Okay, cool.
Mainly because of the fact that I started writing into the backstory, so we don't have to do this. But basically, Kuthar being in a relationship with the NPC Ashaya, the Dragon Market. Literally, the journals are going to be written in the sense that these are letters that Kuthar is sending to her.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I like that idea.
That way, it's like, it's like once we're done, it's like we go out, we come back to town, or we get to a town. It's like, I'm gonna ship this letter, and it's just like basically one of those things where it's like, I just got to figure out the cost of like I need to make sure I have like a pencil, and then basically the cost of a letter, like the paper for a letter, as well as be like, hey Adam, you want to just choose a yeah, be like, you want to choose a base postage for me to just calculate this.
Yep, 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 yep.
So it's like average.
Eberron's pretty detailed. I bet you I bet you that information exists somewhere.
Probably no. That's why it's like I took a break from because it's just like there's so much shit to read on, and I'm like, oh.
Yep.
But that's why it's like the best part is like I have to when I get a chance I gotta ask Jedi if he's written his halfling druid character's backstory at all or not.
Right.
I know he said he wanted to though, so I'm like, backstories are what helps, and since we're in a campaign setting where we can draw the information for backstories, it's fucking great. It'll
draw.
No, like draw ideas from, like to pull from.
Oh yeah.
And then it makes it much easier for you to write a campaign because you can just pull the information from backstories and be like, okay, do I want to throw in this little thing or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Having something to work with is really nice.
Yeah. No, it's watching the last episode of Viva the Dirt League's D&D the other night. That was such a wrap up to, like, dude, they basically they did almost 5 years for a campaign.
Oh yeah, wait, Viva La Dirt runs their own. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they have a bunch of stuff. They actually have a website now. That I don't know how much of it is free and others hidden behind subscription, but they have other D&D campaigns on their site. But their main D&D campaign ended, and they at the end of it they're like, by the way, this isn't the only D&D campaign. We're gonna have more. And I'm like, cool. I would fucking hope so. They literally did a GoFundMe, built a studio, and they have a tavern for D&D in their, like, as a part of their studio.
Yeah.
So
nice.
It's like you
wait, you mean like physically there's a tavern there?
Yeah, like they turned one of the rooms in the facility
like a decorated tavern or something.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
But yeah, no, the end of the campaign was really great, and the funny part is that totally forgot about it because it was no longer a subject for a while. But they found a magical mask that the character Barradoon couldn't figure out what it did. And by the way, hi Jedi, we're in voice chat if you want to join us in the D&D Discord.
Hey.
But
to say the party is right.
Yeah, but there was a mask, and when other characters that had magical abilities would study the mask, they become super obsessed with it and want to take the mask from Barradoon. Well, right as they're about to do they had two options for ending the bad guy. It was either kill or redeem. They chose the redeem option, and as they're about to begin the redeem option, the blue dragonborn character that got obsessed with the mask, basically, I finally figured out what the mask does. Here, give it to me. This will help. Barradoon literally is just like, I roll insight / sense motive, and it's like, you're pretty sure he's lying and just trying to get the mask. Like, It's like, but he rolled a 17, so it's like, you know what? I don't know. So he hands the mask over, and the blue dragonborn portals away. And it's like, yep, he just wanted to steal the mask.
Nice.
And when they were doing their end outro, which was in front of their because they do a green screen of the characters too, since they do sketches with them. But it was during the ending green screen. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, since they didn't figure out the mask, I'm not telling anybody what it did. And it's like, son of a bitch. That's funny. So like there were people in the comments where it's like, you motherfucker. And I'm like, well, I mean, if there's another campaign, there's always a chance they might find the mask and have to do it all over again.
Yeah,
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Like, it'd be crazy if they, like, explore a cave network and they find the dead blue dragon, dragonborn there, and they're like, oh, yeah.
Right.
Scheisse.
So, but yeah, no, that was crazy end of the fucking campaign. Yep. It was also funny because it's like, Greg and Bodger go back to Honeywood. Barradune goes to the tower. It's like, all right, yeah, we end in Honeywood, and Bob's just like, the character Bob's just like, I'm not there. It's like, what? It's like, guys, I'm not from Honeywood, and I'm not a part of the Temple of Calibor. I'm just some random ass guy that got dragged into the fucking whole thing because I got drunk in Honeywood one night, and I'm like, without saying it, he basically explains that the character Bob is a player character in the video game that all the sketches are set in.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, he's just
I feel like he just like he just goes back to work the next day and doesn't say anything about the crazy adventure he went on.
Yeah, so it's like,
let's just keep that on the down low.
But no, Adam, the undead hunting character, by the way, the maneuver recovery ability, probably the most brokenish thing I've ever read, especially if built correctly. But as a full round action, the ambush hunter gains the ability to use stealth while being observed for 1 round, then can make a stealth check to hide and move up to their speed. When they do, they recover a number of expended maneuvers equal to their initiative modifier. Doesn't say when they succeed, it just says when they do.
Nice.
Like, so middle of combat, just, I'm gonna hide.
It's a full round action, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. That's cool.
The scary part is that my undead hunter is a gnoll that wields a scythe. Like, I'm literally kind of turning this character into Death from the Puss in Boots Last Wish movie. Because the idea is like he hates things that go past the natural order of life. It's like that's right. Literally the character of Death, where it's like, oh, you're a cat. You have 9 lives. You've had 9 lives. I'm about to collect your last one. But yeah, I chose Scythe because thematic.
Yep, of course.
And then I also, because I had stuff that I could trade, not only is it the Ranger from the Path of War book, but I also was able to change out some of the stats from for the Ranger Knoll racial class version. So instead of Wild Empathy, I get a thing called Pack Foundation. Once per day as a standard action, I may grant the teamwork feat that I gain from this class feature to a single ally within 30 feet who can see and hear me. They benefit from the feat for 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 3 levels. The feat I chose was Bonded Mind, so that way we can trade for nonverbal communication. It's like, cool. Functions as a mesh spell, except for you don't need to whisper or point, and you cannot be overheard.
Just like, I feel like you just do a lot of winking, like wink, 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 like really forest winks.
And then the fun part about the undead hunter is like it's like flaws. Like no time for book learning. I made another illiterate character. And then I also chose loss of heritage, where I lose the racial ability civilized. So it's the idea. It's like no, I've just been surviving hunting undead out in the fucking wilderness. And then for
What movies that come from where the guy winked and he's like, "You winked with your right eye." He's like, "That was my right eye. I thought that was my left eye."
oh, I'm trying to remember. And then I think you'll like my drawbacks. The first one is scarred. -5 penalty to disguise and bluff checks. The second one is the one
Yes.
you'll like as a ranger. It's called curious. I choose 2 terrain types. And when I'm in those terrains, anytime I would take a 10 or 20 on the skill, it takes twice as long to perform. Minimum 2 full rounds. I chose urban and cold because out in the wilderness, and cold because
Wait,
gnolls are
cold is a
general.
terrain type?
Yeah,
Interesting.
like because there's
Oh shit.
cause it's literally using the ranger's terrain ability. Let me go. Favorite terrain.
Playing
Yeah.
War Thunder or Warhammer, and I've been like raiding these Skaven nearby, and they have like 5 or 6 armies just right next to me, but they're not. They didn't declare war on me yet, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stay here and raid them for like ever, and I've done it for like half the campaign, and they finally declared war on me, and they're attacking all of those armies with my one little fucking army here. I'm so screwed. Dumb rats. Of course, I'm goblins, so I'm gob too, I guess.
But yeah, nice. The fun part about the Knoll class version for Ranger is 4th level. I choose the Bond with Companions ability. And in addition to providing the favorite enemy bonus, I also grant half my favorite terrain bonus for a number of minutes equal to my wisdom. So it's one of those things where it's like roleplay wise, like, okay, we're gonna travel. I'm using my ability to fucking make sure we get through this.
Yep.
And then later on, my teamwork feat ability, I get another one, and then it becomes twice per day as a standard action. Grant one of my teamwork feats to all allies within 30 feet. So that'll be a fun one
Nice.
because it's like what's the feat you're
Hopefully
gonna
you play with
choose?
a group that is highly skilled combatants, you know, like maybe another rogue or something like that. You can help make use of this.
Yeah. And then at 12th level, instead of camouflage, gain pack tactics once per day as a move action. I grant half my insight bonus for quarry to all allies within 30 feet. Additionally, all allies get +4 insight bonus to confirm critical threat. So like if one person plays a critical build, it'd be like, all right, you're gonna love this.
Yep.
And then I gotta remind myself what the path of war. What the fuck? Interesting. There it is.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Path War. Martial options for other classes. Oh no, the links are being weird on the website. That's why it's not popping up. Alright. Ambush Hunter. Basically, instead of spells, I gain maneuvers and stances. Martial style, actually, or the combat style feats become an actual thing. Basically, I choose a martial style, and it basically chooses a bonus discipline for me. The one I chose is two-handed weapons, which is the Scarlet Throne class, which is basically using blades or blade-like weapons. I lose my martial companion. Like I would have got an animal companion that could also do maneuvers. And after that, I basically none of the other abilities transfer over to the character. Basically, I get maneuvers, and then I get my combat style stuff. So, because everything else is tied to the animal companion, which I'm like, I don't like that. I wish they would have had a better thing for this, for the ambush hunter.
It's gonna be a hyena.
No, I'm not. I don't get the animal companion. I trade that off for the pack hunter thing for being a gnoll. The way I figure it, it's like it lessens the strain on whoever is going to be DMing while that character is being run.
Oh, because you've got one less thing to worry about.
Yep. But yeah, it's like favorite enemy undead, first level feat, favorite defense undead. Gain half my favorite enemy bonus to combat, maneuver, defense, and dodge bonus to AC. And then one of my flaw feats, focused undead expertise. Gain a bonus equal to half my favorite enemy bonus against saving throws, against ability damage, ability drain, and negative energy effects. Also, once per day, when an undead creature's natural attack against me deals ability damage or ability drain or bestows one or more negative levels, I can negate the damage, drain, or negative levels as an immediate action. So it's like, I'm gonna fight undead. It's like, how's that going for you? Actually, pretty well. Because I'm built for this. Because the other, for traits, let's see, do I have traits that, oh yeah. I found a regional trait called Enemy of the Dead. I gain a +2 trait bonus on saving throws against any spells or spell-like abilities from undead creatures. So, it's like fighting undead. Great. Are we fighting undead? No. I'm just a normal ass motherfucker now.
Jesus Christ.
Also, I found a campaign trait called Trap Finder, where basically I gain the ability to deal with magical traps. Still have to find them, but I have the ability. But yeah. Oh, my favorite character that I built with flaws and drawbacks is a character I named Crow. He is a half elf. His flaws are quarter elf. You do not gain immune to sleep spells or gain the racial bonus against for saving throws against enchantments, and I'm not considered elven blood. Half-blooded outcast. -2 on all attacks, saving throws, and skill checks when within line of sight of a full-blooded creature of my non-human side. So basically, if I'm near an elf, -2 to those all those things. And then Betrayed and Loner. Betrayed is roll twice on sense motive used lower result. Loner, -2 or -1 to AC and attack rolls when adjacent to allies or when taking aid in another action. It's like, don't stand near me. It's like, but that's kind of hard because for that character, I made him a warder hawk guard. So it's literally an archer that gives the ability to increase AC and will saves. But it's like, I don't want you standing next to me. Oh, he's going to be such a pain in the ass to play. It's like, especially because I don't plan on saying when I'm going to choose to play him. But it's going to be funny for when Adam runs the game because it's like, hey, Adam, yeah? It's like, is anybody playing an elf this campaign? Yes. I'm going to play Crow, my anti-elf half-elf. It's like, oh, it's like, this is going to be funny. It's like, Lewis, why is your character doing so shitty? Because of you. It's like, what? Because you're an elf. And then my favorite, and I know this is going to be Adam's favorite downtime character, is my big-ass fucking bear person. Where it's like, I have the profession cook. I add my strength trait to, or my strength modifier to my cooking skill because of a trait I found. Where it's like, you can add strength to any one of, to either profession or I forget what the other one was. And I'm like, I'm building a cook. And I also get a +1 when using aid other to cook. So it'd be like, somebody would be like, I want to make dinner. It's like, can I help you at least? It's like, we did okay.
They're like, you're really good at this. I'm like, yes, I am actually a chef.
Well, no, the funny part is the reason that he has profession chef is the Ursine have a racial ability that you can choose called War Ties, where it's like basically +1 attack damage against one target within close range for 3 rounds. Like an ability like that, and then it also gives +2 on craft weapons and profession cook. The trait that I have that's called Bandit, the way it describes it is that you went into hiding because of, war or being a bandit or something like that, and you gain the you try to hide out by taking a job, and it's like you add your it could be strength, dex, or con to a profession check. So I chose strength because the character is going to be based around strength. So it's like, add strength on top of your wisdom score. We're just like, So, that's going to be a fun character to play. However, though, I know it's funny. It's like, I at least I choose flaws, and one of the flaws that always comes up with a lot of characters is the loss of heritage flaw, where you choose a racial trait and just lose it. I've realized that I use that a lot. But the funny part is that it's like, unlike Hugo, the characters that actually choose it actually lose a decent racial ability. Like the cook loses ability called Stalwart, which I don't remember what it does, but I know it does actually a lot. So, and then what else did I do that with? Oh yeah, the Undead Hunter, he lost that too. that character. Nope, not that character. Oh, the psionic character that I have planned for if we do a psionic only campaign loses the ability of scent.
Did you say scent?
Yeah, because I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be playing one of those little insect people, the dromites.
Ah, yeah. I love those guys.
And he's gonna be a spear fighter. Because both the maneuvers that he gets access to that I didn't use yet were, it's like spear is the common weapon. It's like, yes. Marcus. Oh, yep. My Samsarin, the reincarnation race.
Yep.
I also, it's like loss of heritage. I lose the reincarnation race magic. Because I'm like, I don't need extra shit on top of doing maneuvers. Especially because the class that the reincarnation race character uses is the mystic, which is going to be the most complicated fucking, well, I would say second most complicated of the classes. The psionic one is kind of complicated, but that's just because it's psionics. Nope, not that character. Kuthar doesn't have it. Does Gar? Did I choose it for Gar? I didn't. Okay. I don't have any other thing on that character. Oh yeah, my kobold character has lost heritage. I lose the natural armor from being a kobold, which is kind of one of those things where it's like, eh. It's just +1 natural armor, so. And then I have a tiefling that their build is going to be going towards a prestige class. I've got a couple characters that their sole purpose is to go into one of the prestige classes. So that way we can have the prestige experience some of the prestige class abilities. Which that one. Oh, that's right. I forgot the links are being funny for Path War. God damn it. Prestige class. Dragon Fury. Basically, it's a 2-weapon fighting style character. They gain an ability where it's like +1 to attack and damage when 2-weapon fighting, and it goes up as they level up in the prestige class. Jedi, I will, even though I have the ability to do it, I will let you take care of the bot.
Oh.
If you want to.
No, of course I will.
The prestige class also gains the ability to use power attack when 2-weapon fighting. They gain the ability while in a thrashing dragon stance. They gain the ability to use using a counter from 3 of the disciplines. They can use that counter 1 additional time before their next turn. It's the basically, I use my immediate action to counter, and now this counter is floating there for one more use. But that's pretty fucking good. And then eventually gaining a +1 shield bonus to armor class while 2 up and fighting. They gain the feat Sharp Fang. Come on. Oh, you're being dumb. Sharp Fang. Oh. The PFSRD website's not doing so good. Oh wait, no, Sharp Fang is a class ability. Never mind. Gain the ability to use power attack on 2 up fighting as if I'm wielding 2-handed weapons. A way to regain a maneuver when dropping enemy to 0 hit points. And then the final ability is a stance that basically allows me to move around combat, deal a bunch of damage, but once the stance ends, fatigue for a number of rounds equal to the number of rounds in that stance. But I just realized what time it was, so before I head out, Jedi, have you written any backstory for your halfling character?
I worked on it a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not done yet, but I do have, like a small, like, family tree and some other elements.
No, I was just asking. I'm not done with mine either. I worked on that at the start of the stream, and then eventually devolved into talking about other stuff.
Oh, okay.
The part of the reason that I'm talking with Adam is I found out so that like the character sheet is way more complex than I realized with what you can do. My little kobold character has a stance where I can add the ranks that I have in the skill heal to my stealth checks. And I found out how to do the equation for that, and it's like Adam basically confirmed, yeah, if you just do it this, you can literally add anything from the character sheet to another part of the character sheet. It's like, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's cool.
So, anyways, with the time that is, I'm gonna head out so I can talk to Finley and then go to bed.
Okay.
So, I will catch you guys later. Hopefully,
for sure.
hopefully be able to talk about other stuff. But all right.
Actually, I do have one thing well, I guess 2 things now to tell you. Once stream is over here.
Oh, once stream is over.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna raid out to Claywell, who is playing SnowRunner, and then I will catch everybody on Sunday with more Grim Dawn with Mordai and Jedi.
Yep.
So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Okay.